Oops. Give me a second, people. Give me a second. Welcome to another episode of the Mindless blog, and I am your host, Axeman15. No, that's not my real name, but that's the name you have to sell for now. It's been a while since I've done videos. I decided to do one, and this one's going to be a little bit different. This is going to be about product placement or just buying things. One or the other. And what the hell. This video is going to be about unboxing things. And to begin, I've already opened up a few, and some I've been putting them off because I wanted to wait and show some genuine facial expressions when I open this stuff up. You cannot fake a reaction. That's why couples get mad when women fake orgasms. But, you know, it works. I mean, if you could think one or the other, but you know what? Let's get on with our show. To begin, I have a friend here, the man called Sting. Part of my set that came. This is the best set I got so far from a lady named, well, I'm not going to give the lady's name away, but it came with, I opened up this one. It came with a huge action figure of Sting from WCW. This is the 1991 Galoob one. Came with another Sting. Came with kind of a, I don't know, cushion, what is it? This is authentic World Championship Wrestling. Play-by-play, look at others, play-by-play. I don't know. These were very popular for a while, though. What other stuff came in this set? I had this toy when I was little. Corporal Kirchner. You might remember him as Leatherface in Japan. If you watch Japanese wrestling, you watch all that hardcore shit. Some updated stuff. Who is this guy? Does anybody know who this guy is? I mean, I keep seeing his name. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't find any information of him online. Do you guys know who he is? I think somebody said it. I think somebody told me he's the guy who played Thunderlips in Rocky 3. We got the jabroni here, the Sheik. This is a little thumb wrestler right here. There you go. This is I don't know, this is the 2008-6. When it was, I don't know, this is supposed to be Shawn Michaels. I think it's supposed to be Shawn Michaels. He has a humongous forehead. And this is one of the main reasons why I bought it, because I always buy lots of toys. When I mean lots, not a lot of toys. I mean just the whole lot of toys, so I could get 2 or 3 out of the set and, you know, sell the rest. So some of the ones that you saw, probably put them up for sale. Some of them, not all of them. I've been trying to get into the AWA action figures. It's funny, these resemble the He-Man toys of the 1980s. I'm surprised they didn't pick up that much. I like the details, and I don't know why they have such a popularity, because these type of figures were very popular in the 80s. The big LJN rubber ones, even though they were okay, they weren't really that great, because you had to get another WWE toy to play with it. At least with these, you can play with other type of figures. See, I remember going to a message board and reading people's comments about these toys they came across, and they didn't get any AWA in their area. Some kid told me that he would play with this and his He-Man action figure and go, you know, ta-da-da. But, you know, I'm trying to get into those AWA figures, and they're kind of pricey as hell. I'm kind of like trying to buy Silverhawk cartoons. The Silverhawk cartoons, the toys they made out of them, are also very pricey. Other stuff I've got on sale, if you go to your National Wholesale Liquidators, you can find some toys cheap, some not all the time, because my only issue with W when they went to Mattel is that they jack up the prices. But this is worth it. $9.99. I got an action figure of the Sheik, the giant jabroni. Who's the jabroni? I was the world heavyweight champion. You know, the Iron Sheik. I bought it last week, ironically, on Election Day. Yeah, that's right. I bought it on Election Day. After I was done voting, I went to do a few errands, and it was a no-brainer. I had to buy it on the spot. I already have the Iron Sheik, sort of. I mean, you already saw it right here. But I think I have him from a classic Superstar series with him and Sergeant Slaughter from the 1991 Triangle of Terror. Here's another set that I bought. This is nothing but AWA toys and a few other ones I bought. Check it out. I always wanted these guys. Hawk and Animal. The Road Warriors. The only thing that I still wish I hate when you have something and you even though you have it, you still want another one. I still can't get my hands on the Hasbro 4-inch Road Warriors, but you know what? This'll do. This'll do. I hate to go with the second kind, but this is the AWA action figures. One of the ones came with them. I think Paul Ellering. I'm not sure this is I think this is what's his name, Steve Kern. I think, when he was with the Fabulous Ones. I'm not sure. These are some other random figures that came with the lot. I don't know what they come with. See? I always had these. I always call these the bootleg action figures. That, like, you can find these if you go to the 99-cent stores or any, and they have like those cheap imitation toys that look like Sikara or Mystico. Back in the 80s and 90s, these were the fake wrestling toys they made at the time. And I had a Hulk Hogan wannabe of this one, which I bought last year, and I have another one in another lot. It's somewhere mixed in my stuff. Here's another toy. I don't know if it's supposed to be a fake wrestling toy or a fake He-Man toy. These karate figures were really popular back then. They came with the ninja outfits, I remember. Take a look. With the ninja outfits. I remember my friend Henry, when I was little in elementary school, had one of these, and it turns out it was part of the... It was actually part of the Rambo series. They made Rambo action figures back in the 80s, based off the Rambo Force of Freedom. Here's another lot that I opened up. Man, I gotta fix. You know, there's a common thing in all my videos. I say I gotta fix my room. That's why you notice that the setting is different today. I have a new background, and this is gonna be the way I'm gonna do videos from now on, because I have a new table for my monitor and keyboard. But it is not heavy enough or strong enough to hold the tripod to the camera, which means that it's going to tilt over and forget about it. But anyway, back to business. My little SpongeBob SquarePants. This is actually part of another thing that, I don't know. Check it out. I got myself a lot of LJN action figures. LJN, the WWF LJN action figures. I never understood that company. They went belly up with toys, but they were continuing making video games because Acclaim made the first wrestling game, WWF WrestleMania, which, by the way, I'm selling on eBay. I'm going to have to post that thing up. But the LGN company continued making, they made WrestleMania Challenge, they made WrestleMania Steel Cage, they made the Superstars and Superstars 2 and King of the Ring game, and they made the Royal Rumble game for Super NES and the Raw is War, and as for the other ones, I don't know if Acclaim did those or what other company took over Acclaim, but eh. But LJN continued making stuff in the 90s, just not toys. They made the Thundercat toys, and they made these. You know what? Let me see something. You know, I'm going to open these things anyway. Whoever took, yeah. Let me see now. You got Hillbilly Jim and George the Animal Steele here. I gotta open these things up, but you know what? Time is wasting, so I gotta get it to other boxes too. I got another Corporal Kirshner. I got another Corporal Kirshner right here with Super Mario Brothers. Actually, known as Captain Lou Albano. Captain Lou Albano. And we have another guy here. We have the Macho Man right here. Give me a second here. I'm gonna open the thing right in front of you. There you go. I have the Macho Man, Randy Savage, right here. But I don't know who this guy is. Do any of you guys know who he is? I mean, I'm having a hard time figuring who this guy is. I mean, I mean, the closest thing I've seen him is, I can't find any information on him. Do you guys know any information on this guy right here? I mean, the closest thing I've seen is I think it was Rocky 3, or was it it was another movie with Carl Weather? What was it? Lightning in Paradise, I think it was. But I can't find any information on this guy. If you have any information of this wrestler, feel free to feed me in. Now let's go to another box right here. Now I showed you a bag of stuff from earlier. That was a huge lot. So this is part of that lot that came with it, the plastic bag. These are dirty. And when I mean dirty, I mean literally dirty. I mean dirty. Here's Davy Boy Smith, the British Bulldog from the Bone Crunching series of 1997. This is, I actually had this toy. I wish they would have made one during the Attitude Era with the blue jeans. I saw a custom made one years ago. Here is, well, you know, he's going to fight Brock Lesnar this weekend, or next weekend. I don't know exactly when. Here's another wrestler. Do you guys know who this guy is? I can't find any information on him. Somebody told me he might be Stevie Richards back in the days. I don't know. Do you guys know who he is? If you know who he is, feel free to fill me in. We have Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, right here. We got G.I. Joe with a Kung Fu grip. According to Bam Bam Bigelow, if you saw one of the shoot interviews, he referred to Steve Blackman as G.I. Joe with a Kung Fu grip. And you know what? he kind of does look like a G.I. Joe character. You cannot say he doesn't. He would have made a good addition to either the G.I. Joe 1 or 2 movies. And by the way, G.I. Joe 2 sucked. I don't care what anybody you guys say. G.I. Joe 2 was a crap. I don't know who keeps saying that movie was supposed to be better than the first one. If you do, go stand in the middle of the road and get hit by an 18-wheeler. Hey, what do you know? Oh, these are the slammer ones. These are the different ones. These are the slammer. This is Dude Love. We have Chico, Razor Ramon. We have another AWA figure. I don't know who this guy's supposed to be. Steve Regal, I think is the guy's name, not William Regal. We have The Game. Before he was The Game, he was Hunter Hertz Helmsley. And let me see now. We got the Dogface Gremlins, Rick Steiner, who's, by the way, doing a shoot interview right now as we speak with Hannibal TV. You should check it out. We have Luke or Butch of the Bushwhackers. We have a headless Jerry the King Lawler. Man, I don't know how they take these heads off, these bone-crunching ones. And here's one of the main reasons why I bought it. I bought it for all of this. All of this. You see this? Well, not Road Dog Jesse James. I already have a Road Dog Jesse James. Oh, wait, no. Jerry Lawler's head is right here. I just got to get some Gorilla Glue and put it on it. Here's Kenneth Shamrock. Ken Shamrock. What else? Another time, this time he was no longer Chico. He was just doing the Hey Yo, or Scott Hall. And this is the main reason why I bought this lot. For these three right here. I don't have any of these three right here. You got 2 Arn Andersons and Tom Zenk the Z-Man. I had this toy when I was little. In fact, I had these 2 when I was little. What happened to them? You can thank my mom for shipping me off to the third world when I was little in 1991 in Cambodia. And out there kids steal. Yes, they do. They steal. And if you're watching this and you're in the third world and you're offended, oh, cry me a river. You guys see somebody come from America, you think they're all rich? I can see why you guys make that assumption. And a lot of my toys went missing. And it's been years. And I almost bought this Tom Zenk toy years ago, but it was too pricey as hell. As for Arn Anderson, my brother bought me an Arn Anderson, but just not this one. He bought me a classic superstar Arn Anderson. And years later, I bought a Tully Blanchard, so I had the Brain Busters. As for some of these guys right here, I bought them years ago from other lots at flea markets or wrestling shows. This is Barry Windham, Lex Luger. Before he was Big Papa Pump, he was just Scott Steiner. Lex Luger again. Lex Luger again. Wow. See, I'm gonna be making a lot of money on this stuff. I'm just gonna be selling the difference of my stuff. Hey, what do you know? G.I. Joe with a Kung Fu grip stick right here. Okay, now we got another one. Damn it, I'm making a mess here. But what the hell? You gotta bear with me, people. Bear with me. This is another lot I bought from another guy online. I forgot the guy's name, but their store is called walkoutwear.com. I bought it off eBay. Found it under the little advertising you see on the bottom, but I bought this for $8. This is a gamble. Sting. I have bought Mattel Sting. I wish I would have bought the Jack Specific version of Sting that they made when TNA were making their Legends. Out of those TNA Legends, I think I only have Terry Taylor, when he was Terry Taylor, not the Red Rooster. And now we got another one right here. This is the last one, I think. I haven't opened up a single one, have I? Have I opened up a single one of them? I just scanned right through them. But you know what? Give me a second here. Knife. Get a box cutter knife. This is also my shaving knife too. Anyway, give me a second. And here we go. Okay, give me a second. Ha 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 ha. Newspapers. Lots of newspapers. I bought newspapers, didn't I? Oh well. It is what it is. Oh shit, here we go. Here is my next lot. These are bootleg. It's too much work to take them out of the plastic, so I'll just show them to you as we speak. Check it out. Landstorm. This is actually, I'm not sure if this is the ECW Landstorm or a bootleg Landstorm. Again, this guy. I keep bumping into this guy. Do you guys know who he is? When you do know who he is, let me know. Only thing I can go by is Rocky 3. I think he was Thunder Lips. We have another guy named here, Steve Austin. We have Kurt Hennig again. Kurt Hennig again. And a bootleg figure here. Oh shit, this is one of the reasons why I bought it too. Give me a second. Sorry for the glitch, folks, but man, these videos are driving me crazy. That's why I sometimes get lazy to do them, because fucking either it doesn't squeeze in or bad lighting. So I had to do a little bit of adjusting, so just bear with me. Let me wrap this video up for you very quick, folks. I got a razor blade. Let me open up these plastic ones right now. Opening up right now so you can see it. I'm doing some operation. This is a bootleg Land Storm with a funny head. Yeah, this looks like a bootleg ECW action figure. I just don't know who he is. I know it's supposed to be Lance Storm's outfit from when he was a Team Canada in WCW. And I just realized one thing about this whole lot. I have 2 Macho Man Randy Savages. LJN Macho Man Randy Savages. And here we go. Here's another main eventer that everybody loves. Give me a second. A certain snake that rattles. This is from the weird brawl. It's not the Brawl for All. It's some sort of a cartoony brawl. And this is the Attitude Era for you wrestling smarks. I mean, this is the cool stuff they produced back then. Toy looks kind of weird. If it was straight, I would have liked it. And last but not least, it's this mystery guy. I don't know who he is. Can you guys help me out? Give me a second. Let me try to open it up for you. I'm doing it so you guys can see it for yourselves. And Hollywood. All I know is his name is Hollywood. That's all it says, but I have no idea who he is. I mean, the facial hair, he's got a weird facial hair with yellow thing, you know. I thought he was He-Man or Conan. Or was he, whatchamacallit? I think he was Rip or Thunderlips in Rocky 3. Somebody said it could be Stevie Richards. That's Stevie Richards wearing a Halloween outfit. I don't know. But anyway. So that's a wrap. This is the main focus of today's blog. It was to open up these box of action figures that I wanted to show with you guys. I just wish I had a table with the camera watching me open it. But you know what? I would have to need someone to hold the camera for me. It's annoying. I could have gone the other way like a lot of the other bloggers who say, I'm going to open up boxes. And they play this music in the background that does nothing but doesn't have no... The songs itself don't have any choruses or lyrics. All they do is repeat the same vowels. Ba, 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 ba. That's the kind of music that all you jabronis out there like, and to each of their own. But this is the main focus of this video. It's funny how the person who sold this to me, she clearly wrote down they were all dirty. She was too lazy to clean them. And I say, you know what? If you're gonna sell online, clean your toys, please. Even if you don't know anything about it, there's nothing wrong with grabbing a little bar of soap or dishwasher, Palmolive or Ajax or something. No. Remember years ago, my buddy Joey, the guy was a dick. And if you're watching this, hey Joey, how you doing, man? Me and him were in 8th grade together. He gave me a bunch of action figures. I used it with the excuse that I could give it to my little brother, but I wanted them for myself only. The mistake I made, and this is where some of you are going to kick my ass, is that I threw away, well, not all of them, but I didn't really care about them once I threw away these big LJN ones. I had a Bam Bam Bigelow, Billy Jack Haynes, Cowboy Bob Orton. I think I had I drew a blank there. I think his name was Hulk Hogan, I think was the guy's name. I don't know. But that's the only ones I had. And then he gave me a cool collection of the Hasbro ones. The irony of the situation is that those Hasbro ones that he gave me are very common. You can get those anywhere. Demolition, was it the Ultimate Warrior? Forgot which other ones that came in that set. And that particular set is very popular. I think during the Big Boss Man, Ravishing Rick Rude. It wasn't until years later that I started finding more toys at wrestling shows. The problem is that Series 1, Series 2, and Series 3 are the biggest, easy ones to find. The harder ones to find are the last series that came out with the 1, 2, 3 Kid, Yokozuna, the Smoking Guns, Atom Bomb,
I don't know about Yokozuna being hard to find. I could be wrong. But those are hard to find. I've only seen pictures of them online, but I've never even seen them in a single store. There's a store in Metropolitan Avenue that sells WWF toys sometimes, and I think I saw Yokozuna there, but that's about it. But this thing, figure I'm going to wash it, clean it, and who knows what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to take it to my job and put it up in display somewhere. And I never saw this one even when I was little. Never. I have a, out of this Hasbro toy, the Galoob toy line when I was little, all I had was Arn Anderson and Z-Man. And I remember they made these weird bend-em ones with the arms like this. I bought them at a local Walgreens in my neighborhood. But I never saw these huge, gigantic ones. This line didn't last long, this Galoob line. I know they went to San Francisco toy makers in the mid-90s and they resembled these big LJN ones. They made a Macho Man updated version with the tassels and all that stuff and the Slim Jim stuff. Anyway, that's about it. I hope you like the ending credits of this video. This is video number... What am I numbering? Who cares? I gotta get out of here. I gotta go do an errand right now quick. Oh, an update. I have a new wrestling lineup going on now 5 days a week. 5 days a week. I started this week and I'm wondering if I'm going to do it today because if I don't do it today, it's going to suck. But I made a big mess trying to find all these toys and cut them open and everything. I got to clean up this mess and head out the street again. But that new lineup I do with wrestling is 5 nights a week, 8 o'clock from 8 to 9. And each day I watch a different territory, or sometimes I just watch the same territory in a continuous format. I'm trying to make it all the way into the 90s. And where did I get that idea for that lineup from? Is from the old U68 lineup that existed here in New York when Telefutura was the home shopping network. Before that, it was the Financial News Network or something. It was a poor man's version of MTV. They gave wrestling 5 days a week. That's where I got my lineup. 8 o'clock works for me. And then I leave at 9 for work. But today is my day off. They haven't called me to come into work, and thank God, because I was planning on saying no because I wanted to do this video, get it over with, and open up these boxes of toys. Okay, so say goodbye to Bonesaw McGraw. Say goodbye to Steve Borden. Although if you ask me, Ultimate Warrior was much better. You want to know why I say the Ultimate Warrior was much better? He had natural charisma. True, he might have been a better wrestler, or as you clowns like to say, worker, but he had the charisma, but you had to bring it out of him. Ask Barry Windham, ask Ric Flair in those podcasts and shoot interviews. Warrior had natural charisma, but they hated the guy just like they hated Goldberg. Oh well. But they make an exception on Brock Lesnar, or Bork Lesnar, or Suplex City. Okay, gotta get out of here. You guys, go home, be safe. The ones who don't like me, leave a comment. You're gonna troll anyway, I don't care. But if I'm gonna say right now, if you're gonna leave a comment, it better be an important comment. Like, can you guys tell me who those two guys that I couldn't figure it out that were? I think one of them. I was refreshing my memory. I think one of them was Stevie Ritz. I don't know. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. Sayonara. Bye bye.